Okay. Hi, everyone. Hola, ¿cómo están? Hi, everyone.
No, I think that the sound is not 100%.
No?
I can hear. That's pretty loud. Yeah. Okay, try it again.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. So, I would like to first thank you for being willing to speak to the students about your writing life. As a Dominicana, these are my high school seniors in my honors literature class, and we have been working through the idea of problematizing the American dream. We've read several texts, including Beloved. We're reading a science fiction book called Fahrenheit 451. But we've read a lot of different books that really think about how to turn or sort of question this idea about the American dream. And also specifically thinking about the American dream in relation to being a Latina, a person of color, somebody who lives in an urban setting, but also as someone who has a life as a writer, right? And we also read how the Garcia girls lost their accent.
Beautiful.
So that's what we started the year with. So I'm going to have each of the students say hello first, and then they have questions prepared.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hello, who's this thing?
Hi, my name is Viviana Snyder. That's it.
Repeat your
Hi,
name.
I'm Valentina Escobar. Okay. Hi. Okay. My name is Viviana Snyder.
Thank you.
I'm Valentina.
Hi, I'm Jabu.
Hi, Javu.
Hi.
I didn't get the one after Jabu.
Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is Ryu.
What is it?
Ryu Homa.
Ryu Homa.
Rio. Ryu. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Sofia Rojas.
Sofia. Hola.
Hola.
Vale.
I don't know.
I'm moving this up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Gloriana Barrantes.
Se frizó. It froze. There it goes. There we go. I didn't get the name after Sofia.
Hi, my name is Gloriana Barrantes.
Gloriana.
Loriana. Hola, Loriana.
Hola. Hi, my name is Erika Alzamora.
Erika. Hola, Erika.
Hola.
Okay, who's starting with questions?
Ryu.
Okay, so Ryu's gonna start with the first question.
Go.
Okay, my first question is, what makes you passionate to write?
What makes me passionate?
hear?
Yes, I was thinking. What makes me passionate to write is looking for myself in the pages. So when I came out as a writer, I talk about writing like coming out. The way I came out as a lesbian, I came out as a writer, the way I came out as a mother. And so coming out as a writer for me was a response to what was happening in my life at the time. And the event that marked my writing career was September 11th. So when September 11th happened and the towers came down, that put me on this path of self-discovery where I needed to, this idea of an American dream is interesting because I was thinking, wow, the end of the world could literally be today. The end of the world could be any moment. And what significant work have I done? What contributions have I left for my daughter? And so I was really concerned. I began to think about my legacy. I began to think about how she would remember me. And that was the moment that I decided that I wanted to write her the story of my life. I wanted her to know my secrets, mis dolores, mi orgullo, mi historia. I wanted her to really know me in a different way. And I didn't realize that I was a writer at that moment. I just wanted to write her a story. And so once I came out and I realized I'm a writer, I was born to do this. Once I owned it, then it became about my responsibility as a writer. Like, what kinds of stories do I want to tell? And these stories were absolutely centered on strong female, Black women, Latina voices. And so I'm very passionate about that, about telling our stories, about seeing myself, seeing us in the pages in a way that's not stereotypical or the token Latina. Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Erika's next. Okay.
So, you said you were talking about the American dream. So, as a Latina, how do you define the American dream, and what are some of the challenges that you face as a Dominican being here through your professional career?
Bueno, yo soy hija de inmigrantes dominicanos. Mis padres vinieron a este país con un sueño, right? Their dream was to come to the US in order to give us a better life. And I think that for many of us who have an immigrant story, that American dream has a lot to do with progreso, with progress, with money, with status, with lifestyle different to what they had back home. And so my American dream was their American dream. I'm their American dream, right? They came here, they had 4 children, and they put all their hope in their 4 children that we would do better, that we would have more, and that we would progress. And so my American dream is very different than my parents' American dream, because my American dream feels like a nightmare sometimes. It feels like hatred and racism and oppression sometimes. It feels like sexism. It feels like constantly batallando, like a battle. Like I feel like right now with our president, I feel like I'm in a war zone. So my American dream is really interesting because I'm adjusting it. Like the American dream for me right now feels a lot about self-love and self-care and community. Like, how do I lift my people? Because the idea of an American dream is very self-centered also. It's very me, lo mío, esto es mío, yo lo hice, y yo lo hice sola. I don't have anything that I have because of me alone. I am nothing without my parents and my grandparents and my great-grandparents and my ancestors. I'm on the shoulders of greatness. And so my American dream comes with a lot of responsibility to give back for all of the sacrifice that my parents came in the 60s. My father was 19. My mother was 24. I was just writing a story today about growing up in Bushwick in Brooklyn. And he was 19, she was 24. They're teenagers. They're close to your age. Coming here, having children, not speaking the language in a place that doesn't necessarily want them. And so I think that if you were to ask them, how has their American dream been realized? I think that they've adjusted it. It's no longer about what we have, more like who we have, our family, we